over here. Hello, good evening. Welcome to our 8th grade band concert. I'm Miss Altoff, the director of Sunrise Park's 8th grade band. We're really excited to have two guest groups with us this evening, the White Bear Lake High School Drumline and the South Campus Wind Ensemble. The Drumline is going to perform first. They're going to open up the concert for us. One exciting piece of news from our program is that the Drumline was selected to be a part of the Super Bowl Live festivities coming up here in the next few weeks. So, yeah. They went through a selection process and audition to be a part of that. So we're really excited that our White Bear pride is going to be all over. Everyone's going to know about it now. We're going to be legends. Okay, here we go. Okay, during this transition, weren't they fantastic, by the way? Awesome. I'd like to invite one of the members of our White Bear Lake Music Boosters to come on up and tell you a little bit more about how that organization is changing a little bit and what they're sort of looking for support from all of you.
Thanks, Ms. Althoff. I just want to take a couple minutes, less than a couple minutes, to talk a little bit about the newly reformed Music Boosters Club. You probably have seen us. We're the folks that stand at the back with the table, and we say thank you for bringing treats or whatever, and we say thank you when you put a few dollars in the orange buckets. But it goes a little bit beyond that, and I want to talk a little about where we are kind of mid-year here. And our goal, our mission is the support of our student musicians here through contributions made by yourselves and others in the community. Some of the plans that we have, well, actually some of the ability that we've had to give back some of these funds, which really is what we're trying to do, was through a generous contribution, we're able to provide some of the marching cymbals for the drumline that you just heard play. I think that's a perfect use for the kind of the ideas that we have to give back to the program. But it goes beyond that. And one of the things we're looking at right now is a very generous endowment which can fund a perpetuating fund for scholarships throughout the years. These scholarships can be used possibly for furthering some students' education, music education. I know we're at a middle school band concert. So you're thinking, well, geez, how does that help me? Our mission is to support all of our students across the board, and we're looking at scholarship opportunities from the middle school on up. So continue to come back and see us after the concerts. I'll be back at the table. My name is Will McBride. We're at every concert. There's lots of chances for you to see us. Know that we're here in support of our students with the assistance of the directors and the support of the district. And talk about joining the White Bear Music Boosters Club with me. There was one last thing that was really important before I say the most important thing on with the show. So I'll just leave it at that. Thank you for your time. We'll see you after the concert.
Thank you for being here this evening. We will begin our concert with an exciting piece by Randall Standridge. Listen for the repeated rhythms you hear in the first few measures throughout the piece, Aggressivo.
The next piece, Apparitions by Brian Balmages, is meant to paint a picture of lonely apparitions or ghosts that constantly appear and fade away. To portray this, the work constantly alternates between consonant and dissonant sections while numerous effects serve to bind the entire work together. Ultimately, the work comes to a powerful moment before the apparitions begin to fade for the final time and the music ends in a soft state of unrest.
Next, we will perform a dramatic overture called Knights of Destiny. Listen for the powerful percussion throughout the piece and the contrasting slow lyrical section featuring the trumpet section. We are excited to share with you Knights of Destiny by Michael Sweeney.
American Patrol is a popular march written by Frank White Meacham in 1885 and arranged for young bands by Ed Huckabee. The patrol format was popular in the second half of the 19th century, and other compositions bear titles such as Turkish Patrol, Ethiopian Patrol, Owls Patrol, and Welsh Patrol. The format was intended to represent a military band approaching, passing, and fading into the distance. Then themes played progressively louder until a repetition of the first theme gradually dying away and finishing very softly. We hope you enjoy American Patrol.
All right, so that was our Sunrise Park Middle School 8th grade band. And now we're going to have them move to a different seat, the green seat from the chart. And then after they've moved to their spot, we're gonna have our South Campus Wind Ensemble come up and join us.
My name is Jeremy Rockford. I teach primarily at North Campus with the bands, work at South a little bit. Miss Anderson's right behind me. She'll introduce herself in a moment. She also teaches both at North and South. I'd like to just be available for any questions you might have afterwards about high school band, and want to just encourage all these fine musicians to keep going on their journey. Wanted to mention one other thing about drumline membership and the groups that we have at North. The drumline does meet quite a bit in the summer, but it is open to any band student who wants to work and sweat with us during the summer. So we have auditions usually late March or in early April, and then we start rehearsing about once a week until we get to the summer months, and then that Manitou Parade is our first big venture together. We do take July off as kind of some time to recuperate, and then we're back at it hard with August and Vadnais Community and State Fair and many parades. So if you're interested in that, you can talk to me more about that, but look for information in March. And we still have jazz bands are available at North. They meet before school, and it's twice a week for each group. And then, of course, the ensembles like you're going to see behind us, or behind me right now, right in front of you. Like, this is the wind ensemble from South. So again, if you have any questions, I'm Jeremy Rockford. Please come and talk to me. Be happy to give you any information that you might need about North Campus. Here's Mrs. Anderson and the South Wind Ensemble.
Eighth graders, you sound wonderful. Well-programmed, great variety. Hats off, Miss Altoff, nice job. You sound fantastic. This is the top group from the South Campus, so this is comprised of 11th and 12th graders who have auditioned to be in this group. I don't know if you mentioned this because I was trying to get my kids to warm air and tune kind of thing. We have 320 kids in the high school program. This is a big program. We want you to be a part of it. If you are a South Campus student who went to Sunrise, will you please stand up? Look at those little alumni from here. Yay. Have a seat. Have a seat. If you are a South Campus student who plans on playing your instrument after you graduate from high school, please stand up. Yeah. Have a seat. Now, most of you are already supporters of music. Your kids are here, right? And we appreciate that you help them get to lessons and buy them reeds and encourage them to practice. And we know that their brains are growing and developing because of that. I recently read an article that talked about preventing and reducing the symptoms of Alzheimer's, and of all of the things that you can do to keep your mind busy, music was recommended as number one by these doctors. So keep playing, kids. It's really good for your brain, and you're going to need it later. The piece we're playing is called Scootin' on Hard Rock. You're coming back. You have more to say? One more thing. We hope you enjoy it.
I forgot one very important introduction. Kind of hiding in the back behind the soundboard is Mr. Eric Richardson. He does a lot of great work with our drum line. They sound the way they do because of all his hard work. And even better, he's a Sunrise Park alumni. So I just want to make sure we didn't forget you, Eric. Wait, thanks for all your work. Scootin' on Hard Rock.
All right, it's been an absolutely wonderful evening of music. Thank you all again for being here tonight. It's great to have the support of such wonderful colleagues at the high school and the middle school, all of the teachers in the buildings allowing us to do lessons, all of you, the families, the parents, the grandparents, everyone that's here tonight. Thank you so much for your support of our program. We are doing one more piece, but I do have one logistical announcement before we do our final piece. And that is that all of the percussion equipment and the stands and the things that are on stage, except for the chairs and the big white shells, need to head back into the great beyond, into the Central Middle School band room after the concert. So if all of the people on stage take one item, it'll be absolutely no problem. So we would really appreciate your help, students, in getting all of our things back to Central Middle School. And I have one favor I forgot to ask. High school Central grads, would a few of you be able to station yourselves strategically in the hallway to direct folks? Because it's a maze, and they will get lost. Thank you. Okay, awesome. That's all I have to say, and we have one more student speaker to introduce our final piece. Where is she?
We are excited to play this next piece, Mambo Cubano, with the South Campus Wind Ensemble. We hope you enjoy hearing lots of different kinds of percussion instruments, like bongos, claves, maracas, and the güiro. This piece has an infectious dance-like melody. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the cool sounds of Mambo Cubano by James Swearingen.